Hello folks, this is Larry and I've been asked to show you my book collection. Yeah, I know. By my friend from Facebook, Abigail. That's all I can say. Okay. I'll be showing you all my books. And I'm keeping the fan up because it's really hot today in Florida. Alright. The first book I'll show you my collection is Stories by George MacDonald. If you remember the movie, The Princess and the Goblin, this is the book based on it. It also has the story of Irene and, well, you know, Princess Irene and Curdie fighting the goblins. In the next story, she's protecting her father. And Curdie helps once more with Irene's great-great-great-grandmother in the story as well. And another one too. And now, these on this sector are all the books that were given to me by my Aunt Anne. You see, Aunt Anne gave me about these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chapter fairy tale books that belonged to my mom, that belonged to my dad and their sisters when they were little children. They all have the fairy tales in there. Beauty and the Beast, even the story about the Phantom Ship. And I also have the Sherlock Holmes book, the whole William Shakespeare story collection. I know, all of them. And now, I'll show you. I organized everything by, this is the orphan section. Stories about orphans. It said, first, Oliver Twist. I read it. Jane Eyre, I can't say her name. Maybe Longstocking. I know there's many stories about her, but this is the one I got. Wizard of Oz. The Little Princess. Thanks to my Aunt Anne, she gave it to me for Christmas. And Lee Bread, Son of Danger. A very old book, but it's a very good story. Turns an orphan. And of course, The Graveyard Book by, let's see, Neil Gaiman. In a couple of years, it'll be turned to a claymation movie, just like Coraline. It's like the Jungle Book, but a bit different, actually. Let me see who that is for a moment. One of my mom's clients. You know she is a fortune teller. Onward! And here's The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. As you know, Rankin Bass made this into a movie, if you remember correctly. And this is the story. He is an orphan. He later on became Santa Claus. Same writer that wrote The Wizard of Oz, L. Frank Baum. I read it for Christmas. Thank Alex. And the BFG, this was given, well, actually, there's something I have to tell you. Debbie gave me this book, and my sister let me buy it, so I had 2 of them. So I donate the one I got with Alex. Sorry about that, sis, but that's how the food comes. I had to keep the one that Debbie got me. I was in a very big situation. I was in the same situation this year, too. I ended up getting 2 American dolls. I had to give it to my sister, and she appreciated it. Next is The Gentleman, Outlaw, and Me by my favorite writer, Mary Drowden Hans. She writes wonderful stories, mostly ghost stories, but once in a while. Anyway, this is my favorite other orphan story. It's called The Witch at Blackbird Pond. And it's a story during the witch trials on an island. And this girl is very unique. If you read it, well, the book will take on a very good journey. Here's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I was lucky to find it. Sorry about my laugh. It's how it is. Next book. Okay. Maniac Magee. As you see in the movie from Nickelodeon, based on this little baby. Story of how a boy became an orphan by running away. And of course, next one is Daddy Longlegs. Story about an orphan girl getting a chance to get out of her orphanage to live among the rich people of college. One day I wish to go to college, but that would never happen to me. And then Anne of Green Gables. And also, my Aunt Mary actually sent me the whole collection of these books. I have all of them. I'll show you. I got number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. I have all of them. Thank you, Aunt Mary. You're the best aunt ever. I also have a sector, part of my library for books I haven't read yet. You see, I'm collecting a lot of books due to the fact that, well, I get bored easily, so I like to read books to keep myself busy. These books will last me for a year. Next book is The Secret Garden. It's a fantastic book. It's such a wonderful story about a little girl finding her cousin, and they end up finding a secret garden. The garden's just beautiful. I love the story of The Secret Garden. You see, the first time I actually got into the orphan story series is because, well, when I was a kid, there was a story called The Three Robbers. It was about them taking a little girl named Tiffany and later on using the money they stole to make an orphanage. A proper good one. That was the first one, ironically, and I'm looking for it for my birthday. James and Johnny Peach. It's a good book. I'm sure you all know about the movie. Pollyanna. Got it from Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. And of course, this one's a very old one. Behind the Attic Wall. I know you probably never heard of it. It's a movie about a little girl forced to move in with her wicked aunts in a school for girls, but she ended up finding a secret, living dolls, and they ended up becoming her family. And also, this book I got from Doreen. She's awesome. She got me this book, The Christmas Doll. It's a classic story. It's made into a literature play. My two sisters ran away from the orphans and find exciting stories and adventures. And this one is The Mouse's Child. It's made into a movie. When I first found the movie, I thought, well, it's interesting. Oh, two toy mouses. The next selection of books is about toys. Yeah, I know. You heard me. Books about dolls. I'm a doll maker. This is one of my favorite ones. I know it's a child book, but it's my favorite. The Doll Shop Downstairs by Una Vida McDonaldson. It's about a toy maker. A doll maker, actually. This is actually, in this story, I found out that I heard in the last pages of the book, there was a story how Alexander ended up making those dolls. And this book, well, was written by the person who wrote it. Well, you know what I mean. Here's the second chapter for it. Oh, no, wait. Not the one. Well, this is the same writer, but a different story. Not related to that one I just talked about. It's called The Dollhouse. Some of these dolls are really nice, but the one with the blonde hair, she's very mean. She's the villainess of our story. Very jealous doll. And here's this one. My sister got me this for Christmas. It's called Molly's Pilgrims. It's a story about a little girl moving from Russia to America. She's been picked on, but she can't help it. You all gone through this, right? I'm sure all of you got bullied. So did I. Everyone knows it. Back in Connecticut, I was bullied all the time in high school. And now I'm free from bullies. And here's the next chapter of The Doll Shop Downstairs. The Cat in the Doll Shop. It's wonderful. It's another story about a little girl from Russia moving in with her cousins. And you learn that she has a special skill in art. And The Sunday Doll. I know it looks kind of childish, but I love this story. It's about a little girl. Her father collects her many dolls from different countries, and then she has a toy maker to make a Sunday doll. I love stories like these. And classic. Leo Leonos. Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. I know it's kind of childish, but he was my favorite when I was a little girl. Here's this one. The Best Loved Doll. Another doll story. It's really good. These are a lot of good books. You gotta try and give them a read. And The Doll and the Yellow Star. It's a story about a little girl who has to go on a boat to America, and she's Jewish. This is how I learned about Jews, how they were handled. These poor people. Hitler, what a monster. In the end, the little girl and the doll found each other, though. But she lost her mother, as her father. Next are the history books. Now, as you may not be aware, before the Titanic sank, someone wrote a story about a ship called Titan, and this is the story that predicted about the Titanic. When the Titan story came out of the newspaper, they thought that it wouldn't happen, but it happened. Years later on, the Titanic, same story, same everything, it's just a different name. This is the story that predicted Titanic. It's a really good story. Although same ending, but a little different ending. Also, I got books about Amelia Earhart, Joan of Arc. They're my favorite historic ladies. Hilary Tubman, Pocahontas. I worked very hard to collect all of these books, guys. It's taken me years to collect. And Cleopatra. And also, if you remember the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, well, feast your eyes. This is the book that inspired the movie. Who Sent Roger Rabbit? And there was no Judge Doom. Nuh-uh. It was a different villain, and Roger Rabbit's wife was meaner in this. Really evil. She was a witch. And next are the mysteries. The Dead Men in Indian Creek by, of course, my favorite writer, Mary John Hans. Following The Mystery Man, Mary Han Johns, another mystery. I don't have a lot of mystery books. And here are the other ones. Let's see. Close the season, Mary Han Johns. And as you may know, the movie called Feliday about those cats. Here's the book. If you read the book, it's less scary, but if you watch the Feliday, the animated movie, just hide your cat away, make sure it doesn't see it. It's awful. It scares the living daylights out of you. And if you're a cat person. And here are my stories about, well, time stories, time travels. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells and Time for Andrew, a ghost story. Mary Han Johns, she's my favorite author. I haven't heard any new stories of her yet. There's more to come. Tale of Warship Down, the sequel to the Warship Down book. And no, I'm not going to read that one. I've seen the movie. The Secret Rats of Nim. You know that one, Don Bluth style. And here's Charlotte's Web, The Cricket in Times Square. The sequel that goes with the Rats of Nim, but it's much more better than Timmy the Rescue. Here's the third sequel, and the last one of the Rats of Nim. I know, I've collected all these books. White Fang, Wolf Story, Dr. Dolittle, The Voyage of Dr. Dolittle. Last Unicorn, yes, that movie you saw when you were a kid, Last Unicorn. If you think the movie's good, check the book out. Call of the Wild, and another, Leona. I loved the stories as a kid. And these books, I was just showing you these books about animals. You know, animal stories. The next books I'll be showing you will be books based on movies based on books. The Disney movie collection. Thousand Leagues Under Sea. Disney did make a film of this. I love the Thousand Leagues Under Sea. Then, of course, my favorite book in the whole world from Disney is The Jungle Book. I'm a Jungle Book fan. I have a lot of Jungle Books. I'll show you them later on, though. And then, this book is called The Beast Within. It's the story how we see the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. See how he's transformed into a monster. This is how he feels. This is a story about how the Beast became the Bee. Written by, let's see, Valentino. She's planning to do other books too, like about other villains, like Cruella and Queen, and the Adventures of Robin Hood. I've read it 5 times. And here's the story about Dalmatians, the 100 Dalmatians. This is the book based on that movie. And Cruella's much worse in here in the book. Well, let's just say she gets rid of, let's just say it's much more darker than the film. And here's another story of The Jungle Book, but it's a children's book. It's a story about Mowgli saving Kaa the Snake, and in the end, Kaa the Snake saves Mowgli. Now, most of you may not know this, but I'm a big fan of Jungle Book, and I'm a big fan of Kaa the Snake because A, voiced by Winnie the Pooh. 2, his spiral eyes always make me feel sleepy, and I dream about him too. There are a lot of fans out there who love Jungle Book, and Kaa and Shere Khan. I mean, come on, these characters are funny. I'm waiting for the newest Jungle Book movie in April, and I can't wait for that one. Oh, here's Pinocchio. I could not resist getting that one. I also got the Pinocchio doll that goes with this book. I'll show you it in a minute. As you know, I am a doll collector. I don't know where I put them though. Yeah, I have a lot of dolls. A I don't know where he is. Where are you, Pinocchio? Nope, not there. Nope, not there. Oh, dear. Where are you, Pinocchio? As you can tell, I have many books and many dolls. I am a dog collector, and I can't help it. That's how I am. I know this video is going to be really long, so bear with me for a moment as I try to find them. Oh, shoot, bananas. I put them somewhere else. Ah, where did I put you, Pinocchio? I think I put them in here. I got several dolls for my Aunt Mary this year. Believe me, she sent me a lot of books. I don't mind. Oh no, where did those spell? Oh, I want my glass ones. I shouldn't have put you there. Oh, you poor guys. I shouldn't have put felt dolls up there. Okay, try this one. Oh, not again. Hold a sec, guys. I have to save these dolls. It's just not my day. There you go. Now then, just need to, one of the shoes fell off. Here is Pinocchio, just like in the book. Santa Claus gave him to me for Christmas, actually. I found him on a Christmas morning under my tree. And there was no tag, not a single tag on it. Santa Claus must be real. He definitely is, because he got me this book. I mean, he got me the doll. The Goofy book. Oh, don't follow me, dollies. Oh. Okay, good. You're up there. They're staying up there. Alright, now where was I? Oh, yes. The next books I have, I mean, Disney collection stuff is The Frog and the Princess. It's not like the one with Tiana or, you know, it's much more different, actually. There's a Cog the Snake character in it, but he's a good guy. And also, A Wrinkle in Time. Now, back in 200s, they did make this into a movie. They did. But, well, some people are not talking about it, so they're making a remake of the film they did in 2000. A Wrinkle in Time. It's going to be interesting. And I found the book of Bambi! Long time ago, they did make Bambi into a book, but it was burned by a lot of people due to the fact that, well, you know. Here's Bambi's life in the woods, and of course, Bambi's children. He has 2 children, where he's married to Feline. And here's, of course. Now, if you know about the Kingdom Keepers book series, I had them, but I put them in the library by accident and someone stole them. But I kept the last one with Elson. I gave them to Alex. I'm sure she's enjoying reading them. Here's the one where it's called the Kingdom Keepers Adventures, the Syndrome, or as an SBS, Sleeping Beauty Syndrome. You'll have to read the book to find out what I mean. Next, Grimm's Fairy Tales. These have all the stories we all know and love. I know I have a lot more of these. And now I have Alice in Wonderland, and it also has the Go Through the Looking Glass. I got King Arthur, and as you know, Disney did a film called the Kid. This is called The Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. Well, they actually did a story about a boy going to King Arthur's Court. I'm sure some of you may be aware of it. Whew. Yeah, I know. I collected over 1,000 books. And I've worked really hard to collect these books. Would you believe it takes a year to collect these? The next books I'll show you are a few adventures. Although there will be a part 2 in this video. This is part 1. Let me just move these little pony characters I need. I still got a lot of work. Okay. The next story I'll show you will be 2 books that are connected. Touch of the Spirit Boat, about a boy going through bad life, but he's forced to live in the woods. It's a self-discovery book. Then he returns to a school with his friend, the ghost of the spirit bear. If you read these books, they'll help you. It's about teaching young teens not to bully. This one's about, he's going through a lot in here, if you read the book. But in this one, he goes to school, but everyone bullies each other, and in the end, a girl dies because of that. You see, bullying can be bad, and I was bullied all my life. And ever since then, if anyone tried to bully me, well, you probably all remember me from Connecticut, Bianca Bertolo. Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still toughy, but I love reading. Next, Moby Dick, the whale. I actually found that it's based on a real story called The Mocha Dick. This book was given to me by my cousin Christopher. I was a little girl at the time. And Treasure Island, Adventures, and of course To Kill a Mockingbird, my favorite. I did a book report on it when I was a little girl. Matilda, Christmas Carol, and of course, Greek mythologies and heroes. And also, I have the Red Badge of Courage. I'm gonna make myself a little side for adventures, because well, I have so many adventures, and also for holiday stories. Oh yeah, I have more Ron Dahl stories than you could ever think of. Miss Fantastic Mr. Fox, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I gotta put these together because they're all Don Bluth stories. Let me see if I can find them all. Yep. Where did I put that? I did warn you it was going to be a long video, didn't I, guys? I was asked to do this. Let's see. Oh yes, I'm looking for the. Oh, where did I put that book? I know, I have so many books. Another hour of organizing. Where did I put that? Crab apple souffle. Let's see. My brain is going through a lot today. I have to organize everything these days. Let's see, where did I put it? Yeah, this is going to be a long video. I probably put them all together, probably. Okay, the next books I'll show you. Next books are, well, let's see. The Center of the Universe, the Center of the Earth. My mom got it for me for my birthday. For Christmas this year. It was awesome. Let's see. Adventure books. Oh, let's see. I gotta put all these books together because I don't want to lose them after all. I took an hour of organizing these books every day. Let's see. Animal books. Disney books. You see, most of the movies we all watch from the Disney selection are all based on books. Like Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, The Jungle Book, and a host 100 Dalmatians. Now, when I heard that 100 Dalmatians was based on a book, I didn't believe that. But it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, that goes here. Oh, King Arthur. It is a Disney story. Because, well, the Sword and Stone, that is Arthur. There's just so many books in the world. It's hard to know how many, you know? It's just really difficult. I'm making sure that all these books are safe. All these stories I kept as well. Ah, here it is. I'm a reader, and as you know. Also, here are other ones. Garfield comic, and when I was back at elementary, at Newfield Elementary back in Connecticut, my teacher, Mrs. Ringo, she gave me this book. This was written by her mother, by Georgia Webster. She's really awesome. Miss Ringo, if you're out there, this is Bianca Bertolo, one of your students. I miss you very much. I hope you're doing well. I still have your book. I always have everything from my life. And you'll see me in part 2. But now I gotta put all these books away, okay? So, adios, amigos, bye-bye, boo.